So as I'm sitting here channeling, I heard focus on the path. And while I was sitting here meditating, I began to meditate on who exactly these messages are for. And the message that came up, the title that came up for this series is what I'm hearing is if you are facing doubt, if you are facing low vibrations, if you are facing struggles, this is your message. I feel like there is a collective that is dealing with a lot of energies that feel like heavy burdens. I'm also hearing that for some of you, it's not a lot, but the thing that is bothering you is a bit heavy. Focus on the path. Focus on the pathway, not where the pathway is leading you per se. We already know the destination, but the pathway is what is usually the most uncertain. We know how, we know where we're going. We don't always know how we're going to get there. And peaks and valleys is what I'm hearing. Sometimes things will be smooth and sometimes they won't. And we have to learn how to even out our vibration to where even if things feel low vibrational, even if things feel hard, even if things feel scary, we still keep the faith. No one is saying that it's easy, but the message is the higher you vibe, the better it gets. The highs will seem high and the lows won't seem that low. You'll still have lows, but they won't seem so low. And even in those moments where you feel like they are low, you will have assistance. You'll have support to help you along the way. For some of you, the support will be physical. It'll be friends, family, loved ones, even strangers. And for others of you, it will be you needing to lean on the Most High. It will be you needing to lean on your ancestors. It will be you needing to lean on spirit, to lean on your higher self to get you through. I'm hearing supportive friends. Somebody either has or desires to have supportive friends. Someone who is in their corner no matter what. Someone who they can pour love into and receive love from. I'm picking up on that energy of someone who is very giving, very loving, but either has a hard time receiving love back or has a hard time connecting with people who will, pour that love into them. Trust your intuition is what I'm hearing. It feels like some of you rely too heavily on, I'm hearing the promises made, but some of you also rely too heavily on people's potential. You are either an empath or a psychic, a seer, an oracle, and you can see these people's potential. You can see what these people could be. You can even say that you see into other dimensions. You see these people's different avatars, or you feel their different energies of who they could be or who they're supposed to be with you. And everyone doesn't rise to the occasion. So you see these people giving you what you desire for them to give you, and then they don't. And you keep envisioning that they will or that they can, because, there's a possibility. Like, everyone has the potential to be a giver, to be a lover, to be a healer, and not everyone chooses to do so. I'm hearing to trust what they show you, not what you see in your mind's eye, because sometimes in your mind's eye you're seeing too far into another dimension. I know for some people that might sound a little far-fetched, but for others you get exactly what I'm saying. You can see too far into another dimension where you see this person giving you exactly what it is that you want. So you kind of pin that on them. You kind of put that on them without them actually agreeing to it, without them actually committing to it. And then you get hurt in the long run. And some people, when that happens, they get into a space where they feel like, oh, well, I'm never going to find love, or I'm never going to find people who pour into me how I pour into them. Or what's that saying that people always say? You can't expect people to give you you. You can't expect people to be with you how you are with them, which is it's untrue. That's not true. There are very much so kindred spirits out there for everyone in multiple versions. So the problem isn't that there aren't any, it's that you aren't trusting your intuition. You're trusting your sight, your third eye. There comes a time when the third eye and the crown chakra get, I don't want to say confused, but one will see one thing and one will know another thing. And it's up to you to be able to differentiate between the two. And I feel the need to keep saying that some people are going to understand what I'm saying and some people aren't. And if you don't, then that's fine. Just know that it's not wrong of you to expect to expect goodness from people. But it is wrong of them to mistreat you. So pay attention to how people treat you. There are people out there who will treat you perfectly, who will treat you like the king, like the queen that you are. You just have to learn how to say no to the people who don't. Put you first. Say yes to you. I'm also hearing something about healing. I'm hearing something about confirmations as well. I'm seeing FOMO. FOMO. Fear of missing out. When I was saying I'm saying FOMO, I heard FO. Wait, FALO. Wait, FABOLOUS. I think that's how he spelled it. Just fabulous, but fabulous. So that artist Fabulous may be significant to someone. I actually feel like I want to look up the song where he spelled his name out, because I feel like it's relevant. FABOLOUS. Okay, Jonah Jackson. Oh no, where did I get Jonah Jackson from? Is it? Oh, it's not even. It doesn't even say Jonah Jackson, but Jonah may be significant. Hmm. I'm here. I'm in my mind. I'm thinking Jonah's whale, but I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna see in a second. But the name is Johan, but that's also that's his child. So his name is John Jackson. So those names could be significant. I still want to look up the song before I look up Joan as well. Let's see. Okay, so this song that is coming up, Ja Rule is in it, so that may mean something to somebody as well. But the song is called "Ride for This" by Fabulous, featuring Ja Rule. I'm finna listen to some of it and see what messages come up in it. Messages from the birds. I'm the reason the price of oil go up. Jump out of the Lambo, the doors go up, and you all go up, and the doors go up. You know what I'm feeling, and I'm getting the chills right now. I feel like someone is in a new energy or stepping into a new energy that feels very confident. It's like, or you're being called to. You're being called to step into some sort of energy of confidence because he said, I'm the reason the price of raw went up. Like, I'm hearing that you're the reason that someone is gonna pay top dollar for your energy, for a specific thing. It's like something about the energy that you bring to something is gonna raise the price. It's like, say for instance, you make candles. There's something about your candles that people will pay. You could say your candle is $100 and people will pay it because it's something about your energy. It's just something about you, your energy, your branding, the look, something that people are like, hell yeah, I'll pay $100 for the candle. If they say $1,000, I'll pay that. It's like something about you gives elevation, gives upper echelon. And I feel like for so long you were in this space where you didn't feel upper echelon. You wanted that feeling, or you wanted that, that title, that energy, but you never really cultivated it. You never really stepped into it. And you're being called to step into that right now. You're being called to, I'm hearing a top dollar bitch. That's what I'm hearing. I'm just, I just say what the messages say. You're being guided to be a top dollar bitch, okay? And for those of you who would never call yourself that, I'm hearing high dollar person. Your name is expensive, or it will be, or it should be. Your name, your branding, like Coco Chanel, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing to tell you, I'm hearing to tell you to drink more water. Connect with those emotions. Check that description box. Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Share. Subscribe. Show some love. But I'm hearing to hydrate. I feel like you're not drinking enough water, or maybe you just need to connect with water, like go sit by some water or sit in some water. But there needs to be like I'm not going to say a lengthy time with water, but an extended time with water. So that's why I was saying either you just need to drink more water, or you need to be in the energy, the presence of water for an extended period of time. You might be someone who takes quick showers or quick baths, and you're being called to slow down. And I'm hearing that song by Skip Marley and her. Slow down, girl, let me love you. I don't know. I can't think of the words, but that's what I'm hearing. It's like, slow down. Let the universe love on you. Let the Most High love on you. Let you love on you. The song is still playing. It's like, darling, I care for you more than my own self. Ooh, not love coming in. So, okay, it's still like I said, it's spirit or your higher self or the Most High wanting you to slow down and pour love into yourself. Also wanting you to slow down and receive the love from them. But I'm also picking up a separate message of someone wanting to pour romantic love into you. Ooh. I do want to put a side note in there. Don't let nobody love you more than they love themselves. That's not healthy. Let them love on you a lot though, but don't let them love you more than them. That's just a side note from me, not from spirit. But yeah, love is definitely coming up. I'm hearing I'm in the mood for love. Ooh. What's that song? I'm in the mood for love. It sounds like in my head it's playing like an old school song. The first one came up says Julie London. Yeah, I'm in the mood for love simply because you're near me. Honey, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in your eyes, bright as the stars we're under. Oh, is it any wonder I'm in the mood for love? Ooh, period. This song is really playing in my head. Let's at least hear the first. Let's hear like the first couple of seconds of it. Because it feels very relevant. I'm in the mood for love simply because you're near me. That's how, cause I don't know, cause I honestly, y'all, I don't care about copyright. What they call it, copyright strikes that they put on the YouTube videos, but I don't want it to like mess with how the messages get out to collectives, because sometimes they'll what they call it, I guess you'll call it like shadow ban. Sometimes they'll shadow ban your videos if they don't like the way that if they don't like what's in your video. So I'm gonna avoid that too much. The fact that I thought we were on the love messages, but I'm pulling out a different deck and not my love deck, it feels like a message. So what I'm getting from that is that someone is like wanting to focus on love, but also they are getting redirected for some reason. Maybe they're working a lot, got a lot to focus on. Yeah, I feel like it's someone working a lot and they can't really focus on romance right now. But they're definitely, it's like they can't focus on it how they want to, but they definitely do focus on it. They definitely do think about it. I'm also getting a message of someone who is like you must be an entrepreneur, and I feel as though you are in like a new connection, a new love, or it seems new, or I don't know, but I feel like you're not focusing as much on work. You're doing like, I'm gonna say the bare minimum, which even still for you, the bare minimum is still a lot, but it's not as much as you usually do before, or no, it's not as much as you usually did before this love came in. But it's still, it's still a lot because that's just you. You are that girl. You are that boy. I don't want to say girl and boy. You are that woman. You are that man. You are that person. But dang, you are that person that even your bare minimum is still a lot. Okay, period. But there's like this energy of like your workload diminishing because you're focusing on love. And for others it's the opposite. Your the love department has diminished because you're focusing. you're focusing. You're focusing on work. Yeah, I feel like someone is nervous about something, a little fearful about something, depending on like whichever side you fall on the fence. If it's love or work that you're focusing on, but you want to focus on something else, it's like there's some sort of fear behind it. Don't be scared. Mm-mm. Don't be scared. Follow your heart. I'm hearing that Fruit Loop commercial. Follow your nose. Not Toucan Sam. Your name Sam may be significant. Toucan. Toucan play that game. Ooh, I'm getting two energies from that. One is positive and one is toxic. Don't look. Don't give somebody what they give you if it's toxic. Okay, I know that that's an easy route to go down, but it's also the most. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. If you want to give somebody what they give you, let it be positive. I heard a message today where somebody says that don't fight fire with fire, fight it with love. I used to say don't fight it with fire, don't fight fire with fire, fight it with water. That's how you put a fire out. But water is also, for me, water is also connected to love. I'm gonna say this because this is rated R, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. This is 18 plus, but somebody is getting it on. What's that song? I keep hearing getting it, getting it on. What's that song? It's an old school rap song. They keep they keep putting Too Short. I don't think it's him. I don't feel like it's him, but I listen. I don't think it's him, and I don't want to listen actually. But anyway, I feel like someone is doing a lot of horizontal poker. I hope it's good. I feel like someone is like I feel like both are dominant or try to be dominant, but someone is a little more dominant in the bedroom. Hmm. Dare I say? Because I kind of feel like the feminine energy is more dominant in the bedroom. Like I feel like somebody be on top more, but I also feel like the masculine. How can I say? I want to say like maybe 65% the feminine is in control, and then the other 35%, not 35%, the masculine is in control. And I want to say that it's because the masculine, I feel like the feminine is like breaking him down. And I'm saying him, but it doesn't have to be him. But just for lack of, just to let the messages flow, I feel like she is like breaking down the barriers that he has. Like, he might be, I want to say uptight, but maybe tense, maybe reserved, very, because I kind of feel like the masculine does show love, but not as much as he wants to. And the feminine can feel that. She can sense that he has more love to give. He has more love to pour out. And so she uses her dominance in the bedroom to break down his shield. Sometimes it take that, because sometimes you gotta finagle. What's the word? Because it wants to come out. I don't use it, but it wants to come out. You gotta finagle, finesse. I'm gonna say finesse because I can't think of the word, but it must be a word that someone in the collective uses. But you gotta kind of finesse people out of their little shell, you know? And sometimes you gotta do it in the bedroom. I don't know, but that's just the message that's coming out. I feel as though I want to say someone is like balancing out their yin and their yang, which in this message is balancing out their feminine and masculine energies. So a message that I'm getting, so these messages coming out are very specific. So there is an energy of a feminine who was in their masculine for a while, and they're trying to break out of it, right? And there's also an energy of a masculine that but I feel like the masculine has just been too masculine and needing to connect with their feminine side. And I feel like that's what's going on. Like, there's a couple that's balancing each other out, but it's the feminine doing the balancing. The feminine's intention is to balance out the masculine, but she's balancing herself out as well. It's like two birds, you know. I feel like there is also this energy of balancing the light and the dark, balancing work and play. Because I kind of feel like somebody may be too playful sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with being playful, but everything has a time and a place. Just like with being serious, there's a time and a place for that too. You don't want to be being serious in a light situation, and you don't want to be being too light in a serious situation, you know? So it's like gaining a balance. And there's a big difference between trying to lighten a mood as opposed to just not being serious about the mood to begin with. It's like you're not being light in the situation because you're trying to lighten the mood. You're being light in the situation because you're just not taking it seriously. There's a difference. But I feel a balance there. So I'm picking up on another message, or another collective at least, that is having a lot of thoughts, doing a lot of late night scrolling. And I feel like this late night scrolling is like causing a lot of heaviness within your mind. It's like, I don't know, it feels like instead of scrolling, you should be doing something else. But that's what you're used to doing to pass the time. There's something else that you're meant to be doing. Something that will help you feel better, actually. It's like scrolling may be your comfort zone, and now it's time for you to Find a new comfort zone. Get a new comfort.